Hello and good evening, everyone. Back in Spare Room Studio tonight to bring you a special presentation in partnership here with the Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom Facebook page. We're bringing a special edition, an Emperor playthrough here, an open play, through one of the custom maps that the admins of the page have submitted. So we're going to try this map out. I've never played it. The map is, I'm going to probably say this wrong, so apologies in advance, Wiezhou, W-I-E-Z-H-O-U. So we're going to give this a shot here. Again, haven't played it through. In fact, the only time I've even seen the map is just the other day when I was making sure that I downloaded it right. So we're going to play this map, a little open play. We're going to go through some of the gameplay mechanics. Definitely encourage you to reach out, talk to me a little bit, let me know what your play styles are. I never got to play the game when the multiplayer was around, so definitely like to hear some criticisms or critiques of my gameplay. And yeah, just have a fun time playing Emperor. So, without further ado, let's get started. Warn you, your screen might flash a couple of times, totally normal. With some of the older games like Emperor, doesn't exactly like to play nicely with a 4K monitor, so bear with me 1 second and we'll boot it right up. You can see it does not like to play with 4K. There we go. Okay, perfect. We are in. Let's go ahead and start a single-player campaign. We're just going to do open play here today. Now, I like to play in the Steel Age. The Steel Age gives you a little bit more flexibility in terms of playing options. You can mine iron ore. Of course, you have to use wood in order to run the furnaces, but you also get some more interesting options to trade. The ability to perhaps, say, make tea or produce lacquerware. So I like the Steel Age. We'll go with the normal difficulty and density here as medium. Yep, player relations neutral, rare. Of course, we need to pick our new city. Here it is. Random speed should be fine. Let's see. Doesn't look like in this one you can pick monuments, though. Okay, so no monuments this time around. Let's take a look at the city. Okay. Let's see what we're working with. So, we've got a very large island. If I just kind of fly around the map here, you can see the map itself is pretty large. We've got in the upper... Whoops. Get out of here. No. Cancel. There we go. We've got a fairly large map here. We've got a couple little tiny islands on the outside along the periphery. Not exactly very usable. Not a lot of landmass on those. We've got some predators here. We've got alligators lurking around, so we'll need to be careful of those guys. We've got salt mines that we can use for our farming, or actually not farming, but our food production. We've also got some wild pig that we can hunt. That'll be a nice source of food. Obviously, with all the water, there should be some good fishing spots around here. If we can find some open spaces outside of the beach. Let's see what else we've got. We've got more wild pig. We've got some copper ore deposits. And more wild pig. Now, it looks like the citizen population is going to be coming in through the north section here. Let's clean up this road just a bit. Now, the first thing we're going to have to do in order to get people on the island is we're going to have to build a ferry, because without a ferry, nobody's getting on. So let's start that. Perfect. And it needs access to a road, so we'll just plop a road there and there. Excellent. We've got the basics to get started. Alright, I'm going to flip the map around just a little bit here so we can get an idea of the terrain. Looks like a nice pretty flat patch of land over here, so let's start putting up our housing and get going. I always like to start by building some housing just so we can get a solid start to the game. Need to get rid of that tree right there. Okay. Now this is one I think I've seen debated on the Facebook page a couple of times in terms of what's the best way to start a city. So I'm going to show you my way, and definitely looking for some feedback on that, and tell me how much you like it or dislike the idea. So what I like to do here is I'm going to start like this. Leave myself a little bit of space. Little bit of an art here. Start with a nice long patch of road. Clear out some of these trees. Okay, this will also let me build a road down that way if I want to connect it later. We'll block that off for now. So I always start with a common market square. Now, you're not going to like me because I'm not going to go for the 100% feng shui. Let's see. Can I make it green? Okay, that's not bad. Just going to put a block over here. And what I'm going to do is start laying out some houses. That way we start encouraging visitors to come to the island here. Now we're also going to need some basic services. We'll need some water, inspection tower. Oh, yeah, I know I need employees. An herbalist, an acupuncturist, a watchtower. I'm going to leave an empty space for my tax office. And there I go again, not going for the 100% feng shui again, but, you know, sometimes that happens. I'm going to leave a little bit of room right here so we can kind of back our way out if we need to. There we go. Oh, that roadblock there. Well, it's not the end of the world if they go down there. Alright, so now the idea is we want to branch out a little bit. Building a road down this way. With the idea here being that we've got some room around the market square to later go and add some gardens or some statues or something that's going to increase the appeal of the neighborhood. Now, since I am not big into the feng shui component of it, this is going to be important because I need to beautify the place up a little bit, make it look attractive. Let's check our hazards, make sure nothing's going to fall down. Those are government buildings, so those shouldn't have any issues. Oh, I almost forgot my ancestral shrine. Always good to have one of those. And now I can add some more housing units in there. And we've got the start of a budding population. And we still need more workers, so won't start building too much in terms of industry just yet. Build on this side of the market square. Go. Put some housing. Actually, let's undo that. That's where I'll put the tax office. We'll just continue to add some homes in here. And we'll make sure that everyone has access to water. We'll keep an eye on that as we go. Okay, we're starting to get some unemployment. We can now start thinking about how do we build out our industry and how do we feed all these people. So, one of the best ways I think we can do that, now you can see the stream of folks coming in. We've got room for 132 more. Awesome, awesome. So let's start building out some basic industry. There's milestone. We've got 100 people. We've got fish right here. That shouldn't be too bad. So we can start by getting a diet of fish in there. Put an inspector tower in here. Not there, that'll seal that way off. Well, there really isn't any other direction that I can go down there, really. Might as well just put it there. And we kind of want this inspector to stay in this general area. Alright, we'll put up a few fishing quays here. The other thing we'll need is a mill. Let's clear out some of these trees. We need to build the mill close enough to the market square so that we can make sure that our buyers are able to get to there. And while we've got the mill there, we may also want to consider putting our warehouse nearby here. This will store goods that we can provide to the shops. We've got housing space for 49 more people. So we'll start with the basics, just putting in a food shop. Remove that roadblock and just kind of open it up a little bit here. Take out a few more trees. Let's see. We can only put one more house in there anyway, so we can do that. So far, everyone seems to be pretty happy. Alright. And we're starting to get some fish, so we've got food streaming in, which is always a good thing. But we do need to produce more food, as the game is telling us. So, let's go figure out how we can start to build some of our industry. I've kind of already earmarked the left side of the island here for housing. So let's go take a look at the industry on the right side. Let's start by expanding our road. We can place a roadblock right there. We can edit this road later. I just want to give us some space so that we can... There we go. That way we can build a little bit farther away from the rest of the general population there. Okay. Don't want to build too far, but I do want to make sure we leave enough room for housing and some growth. Alright. We've got some wild boar up here that would be great for food. Don't exactly want to put a lot of industry out here because it'll be somewhat far away from my market. And that just makes it a longer walk for the farmers in order to bring their goods to the mill. Alright, so let's start with a hunter's tent. We've got a lot of wild pig up here, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable with a couple tents. We'll put an inspector tower out here as well. We do have unemployment, so now we've got plenty of hunters going out. Want to be careful not to overhunt, otherwise we will run out of boar, but we've got so many up there, I'm not worried about that. Although, are these... Well, it looks like they can get up there. Oh yeah, hunters can access those areas. Perfect. Okay, so we've got hunting and fishing going full bore, if you will. And we can see that some of our houses are beginning to evolve. Fishing is coming along nicely. So let's start building some agriculture. And we've even got haunches of game meat coming in. got most of our residential building up there. Let's start with some farming. There's a number of crops that we can build here. We've got cabbage, millet, rice, wheat, and hemp. We've got some unemployment, so let's start with just a regular farmhouse. 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go broke for cabbage to start with. Alright, we've got cabbage. Cabbage harvest is in full swing. Now, the grass here means that the land is fairly fertile. In fact, 65%, not bad. We can also add irrigation via one of these areas down here and run it up to the fields to get even more produce. Also would like an inspector to be here. We can remove this roadblock and have the inspectors start to overlap a bit. Got some unemployment, not bad.
If the ruler doesn't create more jobs soon, lawless will overwhelm you.
No, we don't want lawless to overwhelm you, but also don't want to waste employees. Now, the other thing we should start worrying about is government. An administrative city will help us with that. With the administrative city, you can go collect taxes and ensure that law and order is being maintained. Opinion of you is plummeted. Oh, that's not good. Alright, we've got our administrative city up and running, which means we can now build everyone's favorite tax offices. Because who doesn't like the tax man? We're going to need to build some more houses here pretty quick. Or at least pretty up the place. That way we can get more housing to evolve. Gardens are a very nice way to do that. Just like that, we've got housing for 68 people. Oops, not autosave. Let's make sure I get my stream working properly. There we go. Alright, back to the game here. Alright, we do need some more housing. No festival. Ooh, I almost forgot about entertainment. Gotta keep the people happy. We'll put in a music school. That way we also get entertainers in the market square. We've got plain food. We've got cabbage. We've got some fish, and we've got some game meat, and that's a good sign. Let's see. We want to build another farm. 2, 3. Go with the rice paddy here. There we go. Let's make sure that we're not at risk of anything burning down. That would not be good. Spectre's towers seem to be doing the job quite well. Put in a hemp field. Hemp cloth is important for the for the housing, particularly, in order to evolve past these plain cottages, the peddler's going to need to deliver some hemp. Let's make a hemp shop. People seem to be happy. Hygiene is perfect, which is good. Let's put in some more gardens over here. Alright, we need paper, which means we need hemp. Hopefully we can get some hemp flowing pretty quick. Still need more workers. We don't have enough space. Let's fix that problem. As you can see, I'm kind of making these separate circuits that kind of spread out from Market Square. I try to do that to keep the Market Square kind of the center of attention and hopefully get an even spread of all of the goods that are being peddled. There we go, more housing. More and more places need hemp. Looks like fish is going to be one of our main... Wow, only two fishing quays, but based on their proximity to the mill, we're getting lots and lots of fish, which is good. Population has reached 500 people. I mean, it's just a steady stream of people coming in. This is great. Not a lot of unrest. It's very low. Not too worried about it. We just need that first hemp harvest to come in, and we should be in good shape. Put that hemp field in. Now, some people can really manage this game well, and they manage their labor to the point where they turn off farms when their crops are not in season, which is really impressive. Unfortunately, I'm not quite that good. But still good enough to keep the place growing. Ooh, got a wild boar walking down the street there. And this is the concern here, is that we've got plenty of hunters going out, lots of game meat, but the distance between the hunters and the mill is quite a ways, so it takes a while for their cart deliverymen to get there. So I'm going to tell our Market Square to only buy plain food. Here comes some hemp now. We've got more game meat on the way. We will get rice as well. Pretty bountiful island. Can also start building up some industry. Clay pit and a kiln. That way we can start producing ceramics. And we've got rice coming in. There's the hemp buyer. Fish are going pretty well. We've got room for more people to move in. Lots of plain cottages. Just need some hemp. No real issue on the hazard front. Everything good. Whoa, well, not quite as good. May have a slight problem down there in the south. Let's put an inspector tower down there. That way we make sure we don't have any fires. And as the city grows, hygiene starts to deteriorate, so we will need to make sure that we have adequate coverage. Add some more herbalists. Let's check our medicine. Looks like this side of the town is doing well. In fact, we've got some attractive cottages, which is quite nice. But this side of town, we need to fix our hygiene. Okay. Make another loop here. We're gonna add an herbalist stall. And I'll add it up here. I think it might be a little bit better for the feng shui. Well, close enough. We need an ancestral shrine. Oh yeah, we can have a party. Uh-oh. My guess is an inspector hasn't been by there in a while. Good save. We'll add Inspector Tower there to make sure that we don't run into any more fires. Let's add that Ancestral Shrine over here. Also continue to add housing. Now, up to this point, I haven't really worried too much about making income, but eventually we are going to need to start to turn somewhat of a profit, or at least mitigate our expenses. We do have a trading station that we can make with Kashgar. Let's take a look at our foreign relations. They buy silk, salt, and lacquerware. Well, thankfully, we can produce salt, which will help us at least start to make some money. So make a ceramic shop here. Add some gardens to make this place a little bit nicer. Alright, we've got plenty of food. In fact, too much. We're overwhelmed with fish. Let's make an offering here of 8 fish. Apparently wasn't very thrilled with that. Increase for spices. Thankfully they didn't say salt quite yet. Salt is going to take us a ways to get, but it would be great if we could start trading with Kashgar. We've got some salt mines here. Salt mines are expensive. Let's see, we can build a maximum of 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Alright, let's play this out here a bit. Alright. We need to connect this to the rest of our city. We want to be able to get to the salt mine. Looks like that's going to be our easiest road up. Here's some trees. Now we've reached 1,000 people. Unemployment is growing just a tad, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Which is perfect because we're about to go invest in salt mining. We're going to need some labor to do it. There we go. That takes care of our unemployment. Now, it's going to take a little ways for these guys to make it up there. So what I'm going to do instead is put the trading station with Kashgar right here. And we can actually trade salt directly from here. We'll sell you up to 12 salt. Since we produce enough food as it is, I'm not worried about the quality of food. Oh, we need water. We need water. These guys need a drink. room for 93 more. We got plenty of space available. We're even starting to get some more advanced dwellings. Got a spacious dwelling. Food stores are going pretty well. There's the Kashgar caravan. We got another hemp harvest coming in. Need more workers. Hygiene is perfect in near rising, which is a good sign. There we go. We've got water. These guys are hopefully going to be happy as soon as the diviner stops by. It's true. We're going to need to start to make some offerings. Otherwise, we are going to be in the doghouse. Okay. Well, one of the things that we can do up here is we can work on lumber. Let's connect this to the rest of our city. Close that off there. There we go. Now we've created a link. Now, our coffers have been slowly dwindling, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. Oh, that's not good. Salt mine down. Alright, we've got batches of salt coming up. Ah, this is an important thing. Let's make sure we set our mill for salt. Instead of to get, we're going to set to accept. I'll take 4. That way, the mill and also the warehouse systems use these accept, get, and don't accept. Get means prioritize mill. Whenever we have production, go to the mill first. Works the same way for warehouses. Accept means, yeah, if there's extra space here, sure, you can put some salt there. Don't accept means we're not taking any more, but we'll give out what we've got. And then empty means get rid of this stuff. Move this salt out of here, move it to a different location. Now, if you set it to empty and there's nowhere for it to go, you get this. Idle workers. Basically, this worker is stuck waiting for fish to be delivered into the mill. Can't deliver to the mill because there's no space. If I increase the space, he drops off the fish and goes on his way, and another one starts coming up. Ideally, you don't want to have your workers stuck holding goods in the street because they could be doing something more productive. Alright. We've got a steady stream flowing in now. Plenty of new workers. Unemployment going down beautifully. I wonder, do we have iron ore on this map? Let's see. We must. We've got a steel furnace. If I was iron ore, where would I be? Stone quarry. Watch out for those alligators. Ah, iron ore. It's kind of scattered around up here in the north. It's going to make it difficult to develop military units, since we really can't build any smelters out there. Ooh, here we go. Ah, let's take special gifts. Ah, wheat in our stores. Very nice. Fortunately, we are full up on food. Oop. We need more inspectors on this side, clearly. We're going to have fires. Thankfully, we had someone there to take care of that. Alright, let's continue expanding. We do need more hemp in order to make paper so that we can run our tax offices. Can expand some of our industry. Alright, let's see, what else can we do here? Put in an irrigation pump. Ooh, that would be nice to put it right in there. That would be very close. A little worried about how far away we're getting, though. Put in a bridge here and just kind of complete the loop. Now with irrigation, what we can do is we can build these ditches. And we can make sure that our crops are getting watered. There we go. Now if we right-click on the cabbage, this field has been irrigated. Irrigate some of the hemp as well. Perfect. A little bit of irrigation going. Now this is kind of a funny glitch in the game. Even though there's water right here, and the ditch clearly doesn't make it there, it still says it's irrigated. But that will help with our output. Let's see if we can try to make our ancestors a little happier. We got plenty of fish coming up. A little bit of ceramics. City's looking pretty good. Yeah, we were selling some salt. We've got a lot of unemployment, so let's work on that. What else could we use? We could use maybe some lumber. Build a couple logging sheds. I'll leave this as a reminder for me here to build that space out. Get some timber. Alright, we should also build a palace. Help increase the appeal of the neighborhood. And it's kind of cool to live next to the palace, you know? Like, where's your house? Yeah, it's right next to that big palace. Not a bad spot for the palace. Should increase the appeal of the neighborhood, living right next to me. I wish my neighbors in real life said that. You can also build these residential walls. Residential walls help kind of seal in the negative impacts of living next to, say, industrial sites like a mill. Means we can also remove these roadblocks because our gates can block walkers that are just wandering about. We'll let inspectors through, but everybody else goes back. The appeal of the neighborhood needs to increase. Living next to the palace isn't appeal enough. I thought living next to me would be real exciting. They don't like that. How about a pond? No? Really, they don't like ponds. Just one short there. The garden is too big. We'll continue to fill in with gardens in the back here. Our inspector tower is now looking sharp. Upgraded buildings like this produce 2 walkers instead of 1, which is very nice to have. Getting a little bit high on the unemployment. Unfortunately, that means I go and evict somebody and add something pretty. Make the neighborhood look a little bit nicer. Ah, we need acrobats. Sorry, I'm going to evict you. We're going to put in an acrobat school. They'll go to the market square, and they will provide acrobat access. Ah, now we're making hemp. Which means we can can start having paper. Paper will help us run the tax offices and hopefully fix our deficit. A little bit of a fire going on there. We're selling a good amount of salt, which is nice. Things are pretty good. We should start focusing a little bit on our military just to make sure that we're prepared in the event that somebody decides to start a fight with us. We need to find a way to get down here and get at this iron ore. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of room really to maneuver. Unemployment moving up there a little bit. I don't want to waste any time. We've got able-bodied employees. Let's get them to work. All right. Oh yes, we have a Happy New Year celebration. Okay. Start by getting the forges running. Want to burn too many of these trees. Put our put our inspector tower right there. It still has access to the road. Also do a couple logging sheds up here. I also want to give it its own warehouse. I'll take wood, but I don't want any of this other stuff because this is going to be specifically to support the production of weapons, wood, and steel. So don't take any of this other stuff. Alright, but now here's the question. We need to be able to get to the iron ore. There we go. Just build a couple little bridges there. And now our miners can get at that ore. They can walk on the beach, they just need a bridge to get there. The miners go about looking for that next spot to strike it rich. Out to the minefields they go. Alright, we've got wood coming down the furnace. Oh! Well, we're getting invaded, so good thing we're going to build some military units because they're coming for us. Good thing we had the foresight to see that one coming. Alright, we're going to need to build up our military, so... I want to do that. We may have to try to bribe them, just so that they don't attack us. I always like to start with an infantry fort. And a cavalry fort. Build on cleared land, huh? Fair enough. I want it to go right in here. Something about that space it just doesn't like. Invasions are coming. Let's try this. Let's flip around. Having a tough time getting this to stick in there. Alright, well, we'll make it work. Forges are running. Let's get a weaponsmith going. Hey! Do I play Minecraft? Can't say that I play a lot of Minecraft. I used to play a little bit of it on the Xbox 360 and then Xbox One, but not lately. Similar idea. Build up your city and have a little creative freedom. Ooh, look at this here. Ornate apartments. The neighborhood needs to increase its appeal. And you're living right next to the palace. I don't know what more you could want. Need a little bit more appeal, so let's... Oh yeah, ancestral hero. Let's not get them angry at us. No, we're getting good tax collection. That's an encouraging sign. We're doing okay. We just gotta watch out for this invasion. Keeping the forges running. Probably open this up to our inspectors. PUBG, let's go. Not tonight. Not tonight. We've got Emperor tonight. I've never actually played PUBG, so maybe another time. Alright, 2 months we're getting invaded, and we have we have 1 military unit. An army of 1. Literally 1. Hey, wait a minute. Whenever you notice tax collectors or residential walkers in an industrial zone like that, and you know you've placed roadblocks, you've got yourself a spy. Weapons production is going along there. We're just gonna have to be careful here. Alright, 1 month, they're coming for us. Family shamed. Yeah, my feng shui is not that great. I will admit. Try to give some hemp. 100% of the population is visited by a tax official. That's good. We're not letting any coins slip through our grasp. Continue to beautify here. Alright, we need a Taoist or Buddhist building. Oh. Well, they're coming for us. We're going to give them cash and hope they go away. We got lucky there. We're not going to be able to pay them off. We've only got $5,000. Or strings of cash, rather. So one of the things that we can do is print money. Just like the real government. If you have a paper maker, you can literally print strings of cash. And it'll flow into your coffers. Now, we've got a ton of food. We should really start branching out and seeing if we can find someone who would like some. You like cabbage? Hopefully they do. Now see, now right, what we've got going here is a surplus of food. The new year will help deplete some of that. So now we produce almost too much food. Still need 44 more individuals here to work. Uh-oh. Salt mine went down again. Fix that. Got a feeling we just want to put an inspector tower there just to keep that from falling down in the future. Alright, but we're getting some weapons. We've got some excess steel. Continue with creating forges. We've got room for 317 people. They appreciate the good deed. That's nice of them. Sorry about that, but we're going to put in a Buddhist shrine. That way these places can evolve. Eventually they're going to need tea in order to reach their full potential. Oh, we don't want to make people angry. How about some hemp? We may need just a backup mill just to store some of this stuff. May mean the expense of the fishing industry, but can we fit a mill in here? Oh, it's 1 square short. Literally 1 square. No. Darn it, I can't build a road around that. That's no good. Really, we just need a place to house some of the food that we produce. Now, unlike the other mill, I'm just going to set this to accept. Accept spices. That way we can at least get some of this stuff housed away for us. Alright, let's see here. Chang'an. They don't need tea or rice. Well, how about some rice? Certainly give them rice. We are right on the money in terms of workers. Need the appeal to go up. There we go. Taoist shrine over there. A little bit of a tea bush here. I can irrigate the tea. Employees are going to be needed. Sorry guys, but we need to build a warehouse there. We need more space for goods. Alright, let's try to keep our ancestors from ripping our heads off. Grateful for rice, good. We've got plenty more where that came from. Not exactly running a lean Six Sigma city here with the amount of warehouses, but that's okay. Okay. We need more workers. We've got room for people. Let's see how the military's coming along. Not bad. Let's focus on training infantry for now. We got both of our forges running. We'll need more workers, but that's okay. We need to just keep these fires going. Got plenty of wood. Mining is in full swing. That's a good sign. Alright, let's see. What else do we need here? We're keeping our ancestors at least not totally angry at us. They're a little peeved, but not bad. Say we need appetizing food there. There's another spy, we can tell right there. Cut off some of the travel time there. Alright, Happy New Year. Got wild pigs roaming around. Hunting is going pretty well. Haven't quite overhunted yet. We should get that mint back, though, running. Get that money printer. Literally printing money. There we go. Oh. Do I already have one going? Oh, hello. I already have one. Let's see. Last year, we almost broke even. We're getting close. Go back to Chang An here and give them some more rice. Hopefully they'll start to like us a bit more. 185 people. Lack of housing. Uh-oh. We've got a serious food problem all of a sudden. Let's get that food out of here. Let's make it a little bit easier for our farms to deliver right to the mill. Build a little side road back here. There we go. That way they don't have to walk all the way around to get to the mill. All out of space for hemp. Should be some space right there. You could deposit it. Seems like rice is the next thing that we should start making more of if we can trade it. Should start getting tea as well. Oh boy. We need more employees, otherwise we're going to be in big trouble. Let's turn off some of the forges here. 13 infantry, not bad, but we just need more people. We're starting to get a little far away from the original town center. Which means it might be time to expand our housing a little bit. I need to build it one more over. Go. Oops. Here we go. Add some more housing.
Relax. Don't worry, I'm very serious.
We'll link it back in with the rest of our housing development. There we go. Leaving some space there for some gardens later. We got room for 420 people, and look at this, we have achieved nirvana. Luxurious apartments. They have everything they need. Luxurious apartments are the pinnacle of common housing in Emperor. Doesn't get much better than that. One of the things we should also start thinking about is housing for the nobility. Oh, fire. Kind of worried about those down there. Yep. Thankfully no one was inside, but still a fire. Alright, we've got all of our infantry. Start building cavalry. We'll accept fish. We need a place for it to go. Ancestors are not pleased with us. People expect less. That's okay. I'll keep wages where they're at and try to attract more individuals. There we go.
The god of wealth, truly favors this prosperous city.
Okay. Not doing too bad. We can have a happy new year. How are we doing budget-wise? Hey, we even made a little bit of money. We're not going to be able to bribe another army like we did before, but at least we'll be somewhat respectable. Clean up the last of our mess down there. More popular than dim sum. All right. I'll take that as a compliment. Well, actually, we're running out of space for people already. Food. Get hemp. And ceramics. Now we may need to increase our food production. Thankfully, we've got lots of fertile land to do that with. Wheat. On that side. 2, 3. More rice. Actually, we don't have millet yet. There we go. Millet fields. Build a little bridge here. Ditch, or actually a pump. Irrigate these fields. There we go. Perfect. The fields are irrigated.
If you want to keep track of me, you'll have to go ahead and get it yourself. And keep your hands on my food basket.
700 more people we can take, but we really need some more employees. Got more newcomers streaming in.
It's been a long festival. We have finally arrived.
There we go. We got 35. They're coming in now this month. Got plenty of housing, folks. Come on in. Lots of work, too. That backup mill isn't really necessary anymore now, is it? Just wait for the next harvest to come in. We should have a bounty. Some wheat, some spices. Our ancestors are probably angry. Yep. Give them wood. There we go. A little bit happier now. Unrest is good. Medicine is quite good. Everyone's well watered. Ancestral coverage is a little lacking down here, but there goes a diviner. price decrease for tea. Well, that's no good. We produce tea. Spend a little bit there to try to make the environment a little prettier. Only 50 workers needed. Harvest should be coming in here any minute. We ate all the food. Is that it, guys? We needed more of a harvest than that. We still got cabbage coming. Meantime, we should probably see if we can get some more fish going. Didn't think we'd need a lot of fish, but game meat's going pretty well. Just we need to have it a bit closer to the mill. Plenty of wood stored up. Unfortunately, our ancestors are not thrilled with us. Ah, there we go. Now we're getting more food streaming in. Alright. What else can we build here? Cabbage is gonna come in nicely. How are we doing military-wise? We've almost built all of our horsemen. We should focus on some nobility. Namely, the housing for the nobility. Happy New Year, sure. No, it's still net positive. Pretty happy with that. Alright. Build ourselves a grand way here. Oh, we need more hemp. Are we out of hemp? I guess so. We've reached 2,000 people now. Up and at 'em, growing community. Ew, fire. And there's the inspector to take care of that. Let's get our hemp field going. Currently, all of our citizens are eating up all the hemp. An inspector tower there just to make sure that we've got everyone covered. Might as well loop that road there. Get rid of the roadblock now that we've started to build out. Get a good hemp harvest. We still need 25 more people. We've got room for 313. Apparently giving them clay wasn't the right answer. Got 8 horsemen. Turn off the fort. Work on stockpiling weapons. Alright. Aside from that one invasion, we've been doing pretty good. Wouldn't mind having a quarry, though. Give us something nice to give to the ancestors as tribute. Well, it doesn't look like we can actually harvest any of it. Logging shed, clay pit. Nope. Guess not. Alright. Need more wood to keep the furnaces going. Also can put a bridge over here, make the trip maybe a little bit shorter. Looks like some of them are going to start using it right away. Perfect. Alright. A lot of ceramics. We might be able to make somebody happy with that. Contented. Alright. You're not totally angry with me yet. There's another kiln. Start burning through some of those ceramics. Or actually burning ceramics. We don't want more clay. Food is coming in pretty good. Income is getting close to our expenditures. Really, we need to expand and build out some of our rice and go back to Chang'an and see if we can strike a trade deal. So let's start doing that. Start expanding our rice production. Cut that little corner out right there. There we go. Irrigate that side. Oops, there we go. Make sure that field gets irrigated. Plenty of food coming in now. In fact, our warehouses are overflowing. Give you some tea. There we go. Let's go back to Chang'an and give him some more rice. Maybe ask then for a trade agreement then next. So we'll let our emissary get on his way.
Honor that I am off on another mission for the well-being of our great city.
We'll ask about trade. Like once again, we are at our limits for food. We'll reduce our total overall stock. That way we can at least house it. New Year? Sure. Although, like last year, yep, we spent a little bit more. Need to watch our spending this time around. Trying to keep our ancestors on the up and up. Whoa! Well, all my fancy houses burned down. That's no good. Greatest ruler in history, and my market's burning down. Alright, well, clearly we need an inspector tower over here. The market, guys? Well, that's lost. This is an interesting glitch. Everything except the ceramic shop is on fire. Must be quite the sale. Oh, right, we've got trade. Perfect. Chang'an likes rice, so, well, that fell down. Set up our trading station. We'll export rice and tea. Oh boy. Yeah, we definitely have a inspector issue. All of these in our interior here fell down. Which is not good. Kashgar buys more silk. Wish I could help you out there, but I don't have any more to give you. Wow, we need more workers again. Trying to build up our fancy housing. Sorry, pigs. This is going to cater specifically to the fancy housing here, since they can get their food from the common one. Go. 182 more employees needed. Let's save our game here quick. Let's make sure that everything is healthy with the old stream here. Looks like it is. Always just like to check to make sure. Never know sometimes with these old games if they want to crash and crap out on you. Okay, doing pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna fill in another house right there. Just kind of seal off the industry there. People may not want to look at the kiln right below their house. Now we got the fancy neighborhood down here by the palace. They're making a little bit of money, but we could use some more. selling tea, which is a good thing. But we're going to need to make more tea if we want to be able to sell more of it. Tea bush. Sorry, pigs. Get those fields irrigated. We've got plenty more of the island. In fact, this whole quadrant up here is relatively untouched. The neighbors aren't exactly thrilled with their surroundings yet. Oops. Now, one of the things a nobility like is entertainment, so we should build some. For my aesthetics here. Entertainment. Let's build a theater pavilion. Put a drama school right there. Pond is too big. Try to do that to increase the appeal a bit. Put in some flowering trees. There we go. Make that a little bit prettier. More appeal? You guys are picky. Not a big fan of trees. Oh yeah, we can have a party. A flowering cherry tree. Only need 26 more people. Music school nestled back in there will do nicely. Hopefully trying to improve the appeal of the neighborhood. Oh, we got some nicer houses on the north side of town here. Let's try to keep our ancestors content. Or at least neglected only. We've got a surplus of hemp again. Probably make an offering of that later. Let's gather information about Chengdu. See what information we can obtain from them. There's our spy. Got more fish coming in. I wonder if I knock this down here. Sneak around the corner. add another fishing quay here. There we go. Unhappy? How about some wood?
I'm on my way. I'll show you that.
Oh, not bad. We're exporting salt. That's helping keep our bottom line afloat. We even had a nice little profit last go around. Just not selling enough. Anyone buy lacquerware? Carved jade. To a Kashgar. They do buy lacquerware. Link this side up here with the rest of our road network. Just turn that into a residential wall. Butcher, a baker, a lacquerware maker. There we go.
Ow!
You're okay. Try it again. Concentrate.
We got plenty of weapons. There we go. Hey, we've even got one of our ancestors happy with us for once. It's a small miracle. We've got good entertainment value. Fancy housing down there looks good. I mean, come on, guys. The palace is right next to you. Oh, they need an ancestral shrine. Doesn't look like we have one nearby. There we go. Got just the right amount of workers needed. We're turning a little bit of a profit. Got plenty of food coming around. And selling a little bit of rice. Chengdu becomes hostile. They're just the ones that we were spying on. They don't need spices, wheat, or fish. Thankfully, they're about the same relative strength that we are. It would do us good if we could build up our nobility housing here so we can train more armies. desirable? Alright. How about if I put a sculpture there? Sure, we can have a New Year party. Trying to keep these nobles happy. I'll put a lacquerware maker down. Oh, come on, pigs, really? Silk. Can we import some silk somewhere? Yes, we can. I'm only gonna buy it in small quantities. More employees. We need 85. Only room for 112 more. Yep, here comes the waterman right now. Industry's running pretty well. We need silk. Got plenty of food. Unhappy? How about some hemp? Go. Deposit some food in there. Appeal of the neighborhood. Living next to the palace just wasn't good enough. Trying to get a good view of those gardens that I put there. Alright. How about some flowering trees instead? Trees seem to go over much better. Everybody likes flowering trees. It's the ritzy neighborhood down there by the palace. I think we do have a need for silk. I think I know what we're dealing with here.
Remember, you must read the Emperor. Read.
Alright. Cavalry, we need you to take out these pigs because I need space for my housing. So, there we go. Thank you, guys. Alright. 2,500 individuals, that's pretty good. I think I see what's going on here. Let's get our Grand Way built. Pigs, come on. Really? Come on, pigs, work with me here. There we go. A couple more houses. No demand for silk. I tend to disagree with that. Ancestral shrine, huh? Uh-oh, Chengdu's launching an invasion. We have to be prepared for that one. That means we need to get our military up and running. Come on, pigs, please move. There we go. Thank you, pigs. 5 months, they're coming. Unemployment. We're at max capacity on food. We get Huang Di here to help us. Oh yeah, we can have a party. Alright, well, what can we do more of? Plenty of labor. I'll give them some wood and hopefully they're happy. Let's get our troops into position. We know the invaders are coming. Let's get prepped. We can sell some salt. Kind of using that as a warehouse for right now. Another spy. Two months, they're coming. Yep, we're out of hemp again. Please, Huang Di, visit our city. We need defenders. 1 month. Need another shrine here. There we go. We'll bribe them. Alright, we've paid off the invaders. Oh, and now you decide to come. Would have been really nice if you were here like 5 minutes ago. Because I'm almost in debt. I have 11 strings of cash. Really need to get that trade going here. How's that lacquerware maker? Needs lacquer. Oh, there's some on the way. That's a good sign. Starting to go into debt. Send the troops home. We get 98% of the population with taxes. Have to be a little more judicious on spending until we can balance our budget.
Be the emperor. Be the emperor.
I got a great idea. Get rid of the rice. Let's sell it. And let's stop buying so much silk. We're okay for right now. Huangdi, time for you is long gone. We were getting invaded a while back. Let's get that silk out of here. Get up to this warehouse, and hopefully where it's a bit closer to our we'll open that up to inspectors. Are we... Oh, we are full up. Oh no, earthquake! Bad things are gonna happen. Alright. Let's review the damages. We got some fires going on. Looks like we lost some housing. that stinks. One wants an earthquake. Knocked out some of our good housing, and industry is going to suffer as a result of that. Oh yeah, look at all this. All my fancy homes are gone. Yep. They're all real nice houses. Alright, we can rebuild. It's not the end of the world. Alright. Appreciate you coming and visiting me, but I needed you for the invasion. Alright. We will rebuild. Ooh, alright. We've got some fancy houses, which means we can start to increase our military might. Sorry guys, but we're gonna need this area for military purposes. Kashgar's gonna sell us less spices. Actually, I can't afford it right now. Don't really have a lot of money. Let's see, do we need more workers? Oh yeah, we do. Holy cow. Thankfully, we've got room for them. Thank you, sir, but I don't really need you right now. Build another fort? We can. Fortunately, that leads to more deforestation here, but we need to build up our military. Let's see, do we have any clear land we can build on? Nope. It's the maximum number we can build. So the idea here is when you get more advanced housing, you can build more forts outside of just from what you can build with a palace and an administrative city. And seeing as such as we get attacked a lot, it would be helpful. Access to an acrobat. Any place where we can stick an acrobat? Appreciate you coming back, but unnecessary. Trying to at least hide some of this ugly industry back there. A spot where we can sneak in an acrobat. There we go. Put an acrobat school in there. Tasty food, huh? Food is too distant. Let them go up to delicious food.
Ow!
You're okay. Try it again. Concentrate. Okay, forget the place. You jump.
658. We need 120 more people. Oh yeah, sell all that rice that we can. I don't think we need the logging shed down here anymore. What we could use is a lacquerware maker. Get some lacquer and hopefully start selling some of it. Right now we're just producing enough of it to sit in our warehouses. Could do. Put a mill up here. I know, fancy housing, don't kill me just yet. Then we can put in a food shop. Let's go ahead and empty this place out. We can knock it down. Open up some room for farm. Yeah, that lacquerware maker fell down too. Yeah, we're making our money back, though. We're already up to 2,500 strings of cash. Hung D's apparently likes to come visit. Build a Confucian Academy there. We'll just put in some flowering bushes here and liven up the neighborhood. Hey, there we go. We'll get you some paper, don't worry. Hemp harvest coming in. Got 3 loads over there. How much do we have over here? 3 loads of paper? Perfect. Happy New Year. Yes, now that we're making a profit, certainly have a party. Alright, we've got crossbowmen being built. That's good. This guy really likes to come visit. Oh. Mill down. Forgot to put an inspector tower there. My mistake. There we go. We'll open the gates so that the inspectors can go through. All right. Not bad. Unfortunately, we've built on the pigs' habitat, so they're hanging out by the acrobats. Got plenty of room for more people to come move in. Making some lacquerware, which is good. Profits are definitely up. Our military is expanding. We've got enough iron to keep the forges running, which is good. Mundy, I appreciate you coming, but we can't do much for you. Probably time to look at creating some more ceramics as we start to consume a lot of that. Let's take a look at where our mill is here. Remove these roadblocks. There we go, another kiln and a clay pit. Another clay pit there. Keep some of these kilns running. It's all about finding the right balance in here of production versus consumption. And right now we've got a pretty good balance going. Some fancier homes. Acupuncturists. There's an acupuncturist walking by right now. Perfect. trying to build these forts, not necessarily have them work. That way we can at least have the military fortifications, just in case we need them. Really nice if there was a way that we could build through this hill, but it looks like the only way to do that is through the mill. That doesn't necessarily solve our ultimate problem anyway, which is... Actually, no, we can do here. We can shorten some time to the mill if we put a road through here. There we go. Actually, that allows us to perhaps get weapons down here much faster, too. Put an infantry fort there. How's our crossbow fort coming? Perfect. All done. Start on the catapults. We've reached 3,000 people. Almost. 2,991 people. Infantry are complete. Start working on the cavalry. Pretty fancy house there. "92% of the population is visited by a friendly tax official." Oh, would you look at that? It's the rich people who aren't paying. The nobility are not paying their taxes. Oh, we've got a nice little appealing area over here again, kind of the nice side of town. And there we go, our first fully developed nobility housing, a heavenly compound. Racks of weapons in my stores, and an alligator in my menagerie. Awesome. We've got an alligator. Lots of... Oh, Hung Di, I didn't realize you were still here. Please leave. Starting to build up our military. They don't need silk, wheat, millet, or wood. I produce wood. Clear out some hemp. Food is going pretty good. Our entertainment is good. We have excellent hygiene. There we go. Extra little sprucing up here. Trying to make things pretty. Hey, if we can make a mill somewhat appealing, that's an achievement right there. Even got some unemployment. All right. Continue to keep the forges going. We're grateful for wood, and that's nice. They're not very happy with me, so I'm not going to piss them off too much if we don't have to. We could use some more wood. Continue with the logging. We've got catapults. Alright, keep the forges firing. Wonder if we just put a little bridge there, if it'll make it a little bit easier to get at some of the ore. Just trying to make it slightly easier for our miners. More workers. That's not too many, 37. Got room, whoa, only 43 more people? Got the swanky side of town built up over here. Go, put in a shrine back there. Fortunately, the pigs have been pushed off this precipice here and back down into the valley. Poor pigs.
The people continue to study Massachusetts literature. Their virtue and filial piety are far from perfect.
There we go. Oh, we got another fancy place here. Impressive compounds. Uh-oh. Disease. Despite city hygiene being excellent, we've still got some folks who are sick.
By the crushed tooth of the dragon, this is a splendid city.
Bear back on some of our military training. As we continue to build more troops. It's like food is once again becoming an issue. Build out a cabbage patch. Got plenty of tea. Uh-oh, here we go. An invasion in 6 months. Alright, I think we're prepared this time. Not sure how strong they are, but I think we can take them. Our economy is growing. We're almost at over 9,000 strings of cash right now. Food's coming in. Set up a hunter's tent right there. Maybe we can get a little bit of game meat into this mill over there. Uh-oh. Run into a little bit of a housing shortage. Hunters are out after the pigs. Hopefully help control the pig population. Sure, Happy New Year. Got some horses going. Got enough steel to keep all of our smiths working. I'd build another smith, but actually we don't need all that much salt in there. Not a lot of fish anymore. It seems that that gets chewed up pretty quick. Alright, 3 months, they're coming. Let's get our friend Huang Di, because you can never have too many friends.
Those folks at the hemp farm are a bit odd, but if they keep me well supplied, how can I...
That'll keep that from being connected there, so everyone will just come up here to grab it. Huang Di, now is where I need you. Turn off these forts. Alright, 1 more month. Start to prepare the troops. Infantry. Cavalry. Crossbowmen. Start moving everyone around so that we're ready in the event of a need for defense. Alright. They're coming from the north. Fight! We'll defend our home. Divert troops to the north and to the east. See where they're gonna land. Take up defensive positions. Looks like they're hitting the minefield. Cavalry, we need some response. Crossbowmen, let's engage. Let's get that infantry out there. Catapults. Want to get it on the fun? Let's do it. Main body of their force is engaging. Let's make sure we've got all of our troops close by. Engaged, engaged. Crossbowmen. Provide some support down there. Alright. I think they're marching backwards. We lost a catapult. Alright, they've got catapults landing. Keep firing on them, and we've defeated them. City is safe. We definitely took some casualties, though. Lost a catapult. Good job, guys. The city is safe. We've gotten a strong enough military now we can defend ourselves. The island nature of this map makes it very difficult to defend because you can't really put walls around it. Don't think we lost anything else. Hold off on the catapults. Let's finish making that crossbowman. We're running low on food again. There's more food en route. Wonder, is there any opportunity for fishing? Might be able to put a fishing quay in there. There we go. That way we can at least try to get some fish up to that mill.
If you want to eat dragon meat, you'll have to go and get it yourself. And keep your hands out of my food basket. Hey! Ow!
You're okay. Try thinking. Concentrate.
Okay, doing good. Just need more workers. There we go. Make some housing evolve. Gotta make things a little pretty. Trying to make things pretty for you. There we go. Add some gardens up here. Looks like we're running out of... Oh, we got plenty of hemp. Why aren't we getting any hemp up here? It's because I don't have them selling any hemp. Let's get that hemp shop back. Might as well sell tea, too. Time for tea. Pigs are getting hunted in the market square. Fresh meat. Alright, we've got a new fancy establishment going up. Continue to make improvements. Uh-oh. I think we will fight. It's a surprise attack. They're coming in the same way. Surprise invasion, boys. Oh, they're coming this way. Crap. Divert some troops down that way. They're gonna ride right down Main Street. Catapults, I don't know that you're ever gonna get there, but defend the palace. There we go. Cavalrymen are on the scene. Main body of their infantry is coming up. Infantry, what are you doing here? Thankfully they didn't bring a lot of... Well, they may have some artillery coming up. Alright, we got infantry on the scene. Keep moving up, boys. Do you not realize that there's a war going on?
I will provide.
Engage that artillery. Uh-oh, we're losing troops. Infantry's taking them out. Alright, we got them defeated. Not by much. Hey, wait a minute. More spies. Our catapults made it there, only to go home. Got plenty of racks of weapons. Problem is, we just don't have enough employees. I boost the wage rate a little bit. Another successful defense without much damage to any infrastructure or buildings. It's always a win. Problem is, we lost a lot of troops defending. Another spy. I'd like some information about them. See if we can find out how strong they are. So the salt mine that we lost a long time ago, I forgot to set back up.
Oh, the weavers have really outdone themselves this year. Hurry before there's no source of self left.
go. Ancestors are at least contented. Oops. There's an acupuncturist right there already. I was about to put in a pavilion there, I believe. There we go. Make it a little fancier. Lots of hemp. Clear some of that out of here. Happy New Year? Sure. Survived another invasion. Try to get the cavalry mustered. Got weapons to give. Just need to train them up. Make sure we've got all of our troops accounted for. All right. Raking in the cash. 3,800 in the black for our city. Add a little desirability over here. So what was that one? Peasants demand a raise. Well, I just gave you guys a raise. Wage rate is high.
Okay, try it again. Concentrate.
Okay. Well, I think that's going to just about do it for me here for tonight. Let me go ahead and save our game here. Definitely want to thank you for joining me here for tonight. Special thanks to those of you who came over from the Emperor Facebook page. Definitely appreciate you coming out, tagging along and watching here. Hope to do this again soon, so look for some more videos. If you like the one you just saw here, definitely check out my YouTube channel. We've got more Emperor videos on there. Just search for YouTube Reeb64. That's REEB 64, and we'll definitely have some more Emperor fun in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next stream. Have a good night.